Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a match. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7th. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Jets at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball. Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive...
Hit that little man, you heard me?
One play to get into the end zone. And
Marshawn Lynch my ass, nigga.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Oh, shit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, fuck.
Wide open.
That's Josh Allen.
Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
That man Josh Allen's too nice.
Play there. 72 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Damn.
Good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Could have brought that back.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Wow. I thought he'd be caught in the zone.
At their own 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me,
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Damn, what did he throw?
And the Jets are going to take possession.
That man, Josh Allen, ain't him on those throws, man.
To take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off.
Oh, if I could body slam my controller, if that shit happened to me.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is
Wow, that's an defensive tackle.
Hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here.
That defensive tackle put his hands up.
Back down to 4 now at 14.
Damn.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021,
Damn friendly fire reaching for the hamburger in the sky.
Termed his defense the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And now a
Damn.
First down there, but it's
I was kind of baiting him. Hopefully he was going to take it.
Looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I hate that little fucking route he does, man.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a
have a man right on him.
You're
going to do something about that?
Inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
I can man that up, and he just, you know, he's going to put his dick in his hand.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
All right, finally we get something.
And the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Under pressure, and they get it.
All right, finally we're getting a little something now. Ain't getting hold.
And it's going to lead him to fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Ah, man. He just had a faster animation. I probably would have been gone.
Net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now
That
to start
sucks.
their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, you know,
Oh,
not
don't
where
open
they
him
want
up
to be.
like
Obviously,
that.
they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds.
That way would have burnt him.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Like a fire. Like a fire on that one.
And that'll keep the drive alive.
I was scared of that user. Almost shit my pants.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh, Zach Wilson, hold that ball.
Nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the
Hold that ball.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got his man in.
Oh, get juked. Oh, I fucked up, though.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that.
Wilson hit.
Oh, pick the ball up. Pick the ball up.
But fortunately, he's
Oh,
able
thank
to
God.
recover his own fumble.
That scared the shit out of me.
To get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points.
Damn, fucking someone blocked maybe.
The defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Okay, good, we got it.
His kick is indeed good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ah, damn, I got pushed by my damn DB.
For a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see.
Touchdown!
Okay, missed a hit stick on that.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bills
Wow, I thought Master P would get that.
In this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
I thought he would get that.
On EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw.
Damn, what the fuck is Sauce Gardner doing? You're an X Factor.
He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's
Can't trust the X Factor
right
on a lineup like that. One-on-one.
They take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about
That's
that
crazy.
completion.
42 yards on the ground for him so far. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the
Don't type that whole paragraph in my chat.
That win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
The Discord can kick you from the chat. Discord can kick you.
Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You might as well put a 60 overall safe corner on fucking Stephon Diggs. My X Factor can't do shit.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Can't do nothing.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
I didn't see that guy coming down.
First play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
Bruh, why is he disengaging from the block?
He only needed a yard.
Why?
He couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Why are you disengaging from the block, though?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I might as well try new plays if I'm going to lose.
Start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, we'll try this play. What do we got to lose?
Play action. Now Wilson.
Ah, fuck.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change.
Come on, what do we got to lose here?
2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Damn. I didn't know he was backed up that much.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to be
Damn, Marshawn Lynch. That man is
15-yard line.
been doing some naughty stuff to me in the backfield.
Position after the big play inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
Damn, fumble maybe? We're gonna fumble or no? We're not fumbling?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now,
So we're gonna lob this
pretty
bitch.
much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're
I
going
don't
to be
give a fuck no
disappointed
more.
about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so,
bullshit.
not only did they
Whatever,
get the
though.
win, but boy, their offense